evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents. A Beaver County man is being held for murder. And more labor.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Snodacast. Oh, wait, I'm not Black Shed. I am DimondAssassin, aka Lucas, the secondary co-host who has been hiatus because of work. And I'm joined by these lovely co-hosts. We have DJ Lionheart.
I can't believe you were about to call yourself Black Shed. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Never in my life. Anyway, we have HungryHufflepuff
What's up, people?
with her strobe lights, club lights.
No. We don't go strobe lights. There's people who react to that in a bad way.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Her colorful lights. I'll just at this point.
This does have that option, but I don't do that.
Yeah, and then we also have Gallows,
Yo, what's up?
and this is the 23rd or 24th episode of the Snodacast. 34th.
Remember, people,
dude,
we're professionals.
we're professionals, and honestly, it's been a long time since I hosted. So
I think it's been the 23rd episode since. You think it's the 23rd because that's probably the last one you did.
Yeah, that seems about right. We're checking, and we can't start this podcast without our weekly tradition is updates. So we're gonna go with Lionheart, HungryHufflepuff, and Gallows.
Go.
So Leon, how was your week?
It's been a little stressful. You guys know what's going on. I don't really want to say what's going on on YouTube, but still dealing with that. A lot of people are actually helping out, which is great.
That's good.
A little sad to hear about some news with Mark Hamill not being Joker anymore, so I've been reminiscing watching Batman the Animated Series on my downtime. Love that show so much. Childhood favorite.
As
Best-
sad as that is, he's got to stop at some point.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
Right after his friend passed away, I would have assumed that he did it right after, but a couple months after, it's fine.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
a
nothing's
year?
going on with the Joker right after Henry Cavill. Anyway, but neither here nor there. Positive note. I got an email this morning
Okay.
for a possible interview.
Ooh.
You guys have heard of the gas station Little Pantry? Have you guys heard of something like that?
No. I have
I'm assuming that's a
station.
local thing near you.
It may be a local thing. I'm not 100% positive, but they're currently building one right next to the Dollar General. So I threw in an application a couple weeks ago. I finally got an email back saying that they're going to interview a whole bunch of people on the 7th of December. So I will be down there waiting and being interviewed. So hopefully when that place starts up, I will have a job.
Heck yeah.
Praying, hoping.
Yeah, sending good vibes. Good luck.
Yeah. Hope, and with Christmas time being around, trying to get some DJ business going. Possibly have a couple things in the works, but
Absolutely.
undetermined at this moment. But yeah, busy.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Allie, how was your week?
Conversely, not so busy.
Okay, that's a first.
Yeah.
You not being busy? Wow.
Just a left turn right there.
Okay, hold on. So I do work for kind of an in-between plant for Amazon.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that at some point
It's gonna slow down.
it's going to slow down. Not on the holidays, but closer to the holidays.
Right.
And so they actually started offering voluntary time off, paid voluntary time off.
Oh.
And so I got a day and a half of that.
Okay.
Okay. So technically, you've heard it here. She is the first one to be paid for the snow
I wish.
Oh my god.
I wish to quit my full job, man.
No, I'm still giving Christian money.
One way or another.
But yeah, that actually gave me time to go and get my headlights replaced,
Okay.
which has been needing to happen, especially with it getting dark earlier and
Yeah.
this dawn coming later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting pulled over halfway between work and home.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
that's non-negotiable. But you know, it's good. It's good to hear that you have like a little bit of free time. At least you can relax and de-stress out of work. And like de-stress out of work environment. At least having to get some stuff done.
I am 34 years old. There's no such thing as de-stress.
De-stress. I'm always stressed. But yeah, that's good to hear. Gallows, how's your week?
All honestly, shitty. It's been a fucking last several weeks has been trying to get the rest of my rent money, and that's it. And fucking, I had a job interview like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. I got the job, but they're supposed to send me the email for orientation, which they never did. So I had to look for a whole different job. Got the interview for that. Now I have a job that starts up in December doing customer service for Medicaid and stuff like that, basically. And right now I'm struggling to get the rent money right now. So
Yeah.
so it's a pretty shitty ass fucking week.
It happens. We all go through.
Don't start that, man. Don't get me started.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
we all go through a lot of rough patches. I think you're on your way to.
No, the only good part about today was that my aunt, who I haven't talked to since I was like a child, finally got out of prison. So we talked to each other today.
Okay. Out of nowhere, but solid. Out of pocket.
It was only good thing I did. Yeah.
You get the small victories. Also, bus. I hear someone's phone. Anyways, professional.
So professional.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it was just vibrating, not like huge dings and all that,
Yeah.
Oh, I remember from the longest time my ringtone was the opening to Crazy Train.
That's the greatest.
I need something that will get my attention.
Hey, whatever works, whatever gets you to look at your phone. I mean, I get it.
All right, Lewis, how was your week?
My week has been pretty busy. In a sense of like just being consistent with work and just trying to be better at my job, which I think everybody wants to. That's the goal. But other than that, I honestly, it's like I have like ups and downs here and there. There's stuff that I guess like normally that a lot of people don't talk about. Other than that, like I'm just having fun trying to like figure stuff out. Like, well, I'm back at the podcast helping out as much as I can when I can, and then also just a few things here and there, just projects that I've been wanting to do and stuff that I want to buy and other stuff. So just here and there, just also adulting. It's boring adulting, but also like hanging out with coworkers and stuff. I think just quality time with everybody here in the podcast, or whether that be, joining or talking for a bit whenever I can, if I can. Which we need to play video games whenever we can at some point.
Seriously, but you're too busy hanging out with your coworkers, so
Yeah.
he's replaced us. These are prices, guys.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it
You're washed
Fine.
No, but everything's been good. So I can't complain. So I mean, life is in a place where it needs to be. So I'll just leave it at that. So for now showing, we have the newest Godzilla movie coming out, and we have Silent Night. So, what do you guys think about the new, at this point it's like everlasting Godzilla franchise, the newest movie that's come out.
Well, let's be honest here. The Godzilla franchise in and of itself is one that can be rebooted over and over and over again.
Yes.
It's not like a lot of these other franchises where the lore is set in stone, but but the Godzilla lore can constantly evolve as long as it's treated respectfully. Respectfully, I'm looking at a certain Matthew Broderick movie.
Shots fired.
We don't talk about Zilla. We don't talk about Zilla.
Was that the one? Was that the one where they were in New York City and they had a bunch of eggs everywhere?
Yeah,
Godzilla, really?
Yeah.
Really? That was a really good one. Hold on.
It had excellent advertising that did not live up to the hype.
Yes, it did. Yeah, that's true.
Although it did.
I thought it was a really good Godzilla movie because why? We saw the fact that Godzilla had kids. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a really good movie. A lot of good scenes in it. I wasn't expecting it to just be nothing about her like fucking eggs and stuff like that. But I mean, I thought it was a really good movie.
Well, go ahead.
The only thing that was good that came out of it was the animated series. That was a fucking great series.
Oh, no. Ali laughing is not a good sign.
A lot of people hyped the animated series despite the shittiness of the movie.
It was a decent animated series. It was decent.
It was the same with, I think Kong came out. King Kong, there was also an anime around the same time, I believe.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised.
But
I don't know. I feel like Godzilla has its ups and downs because there's been a lot of recent animated series on Netflix mostly. Yeah, and I think Kong. I think Skull Island's part of the lore of Godzilla and King Kong for the animated series. I'm not really too sure about it. But I don't know.
That's what I was saying. We've seen just how much the story of Godzilla has evolved over time.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to those original Japanese films.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching those. Me and my brother were obsessed collecting as many.
I mean, who else remembers the clip of Godzilla just racing along on their tail?
And the games that came with the series too. You were able to play the Godzilla. What was it? Yeah, you played Godzilla versus all the other monsters.
I mean, Godzilla Unleashed.
Yeah, that one.
Well, there's the one that it's definitely a Godzilla. It's a Godzilla universe game, even though it's not called that. Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Didn't Rampage come out before the Godzilla came out, or was it during?
What?
I feel like Rampage
when
was
Godzilla
inspired.
first came out, if I remember correctly, it was like in the 60s. When
Yeah.
it first started.
Oh, then yeah, it was okay. Then yeah, it was inspired by Godzilla. All right,
Yeah.
okay.
But basically, like, you can't really go wrong except for the 98 version of a monster.
You're just gonna keep bringing it up, which makes it worse.
Why do you guys keep bringing it? I thought it was a really great movie. Honestly, I really did. I liked everything about it. It was really good to me, though.
I will say this: we are all entitled to our own opinions.
Yes.
True.
Mhm.
It was
Some of us just have iffy opinions.
It was enjoyable to watch for what it was. I will say that. It was enjoyable to
I'm
watch.
sorry, Gallows, I had to.
But
It's fun.
honestly, if I had the choice between that movie and any of the original Japanese,
Oh, the original Japanese, hands down.
I will go. Yeah,
Like the effects may be campy, but god damn it,
I mean that's
And you watch him dubbed, and watching well dubbed is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it is. It's so.
Oh my!
hilarious.
Just the lines in those movies are great. Like, yes, they're monster movies, but dubbed is a great monster comedy. Can't go wrong. But
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for this one. I like seeing Godzilla going back to its original roots of what -1 is doing.
Yeah.
Is this one for the lineup for the new Kong versus Godzilla movie?
No,
or is
this
it
has
no?
nothing to do
No,
with
right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's going. If I remember correctly, it's going. Like I said, going back to its original roots, original writers or everything are part of it. So I can't wait to see it whenever I get the chance.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like every time they make a new Godzilla movie, I feel like there's a lot of potential in it to where you can get like new people in the franchise who have never seen a Godzilla movie before. So I mean,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I always love the fact that especially whenever we get a chance of having, like Leon said, like new writers and just new people like getting in to work the franchise that's been here for so many years, and everybody had to like import it from Japan and buy most of all the original stuff from Japan. So I mean, and the dumb
And not to mention to a little kid, what's a little kid seeing on TV? A giant ass dinosaur destroying everything. What?
Yeah,
Barney's not insane.
Fighting a big giant butterfly.
Kids, this is what happens.
I don't know.
when you don't sing the I Love You song.
Yeah.
I don't watch it in theaters. I feel like Godzilla is more a movie that you wait to come out on either A, streaming service, or B, DVD. That's always been for me.
I don't know, like Godzilla has always been in my mind you need the theater experience
Yes,
for the first viewing.
because it's like considered a monster film, kind of, not really, but like it's
Wait,
What do you mean, kind of?
like
why wouldn't it be considered a monster film when it's about a lizard who got soaked in a nuclear explosion? He turns into a fucking huge ass fucking monster rampaging through Japan.
I mean, kind of, because it can be categorized completely different in a sense of, yes, it is a monster film, but at the same time, a lot of people would probably lean towards more action than monster.
Well, it depends on the
It depends on the
era.
Godzilla film. Yeah,
Like the originals were pure and out.
Yeah,
Monster
films. Yeah,
Like I would argue that they were some of the original Versus
Mhm.
movies.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah,
100%.
Like in recent years we have seen it be more action oriented than anything else, but that's I would argue that that's because we as the human race have gotten to the point where we kind of need those jingling keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, giant dinosaur destroying shit. What could go wrong?
You'd be surprised.
Look at fucking Jurassic Park in their like last 3 movies. You're talking about what can go wrong with like giant dinosaur destroying shit.
I think we talked about that on the last Notary Wheel, actually.
That's probably.
But
I like the first 2. I just don't really care for the last 3.
no,
Okay.
okay, you're going. I think you're comparing apples and oranges here with that,
Yeah.
That's true. I do one off and it's weird, bro.
because
Where is it? I'm more
dinosaurs
likely
in
to just
Jurassic
wait.
Park, they're about probably yay big. Godzilla.
Yeah. Yeah. Any last final thoughts about the new Godzilla movie that's coming out? Or that's out?
My folks will likely wait until it's on streaming service for me to watch it.
Okay.
You're missing out.
The movie.
I'll take it out.
I don't like going to the movies. I'll still go and watch it in the theaters.
And that tells you something. Great marketing. It gets everybody like Allie to get the hell out and go to a movie. You're like, sold. Take my money. Take my money.
Let me see the carnage.
Let me in. And then we also have for now showing Silent Night.
So
what do you guys think about that?
But before it was explained to me, I was originally my initial words were, and I quote, "What, another Christmas slasher?"
That's what I felt. That's what I'm thinking
But
too.
no, it from what I've read and from what I've heard, it's more of an action movie than that.
Yeah.
So more along the lines of Violent Night than the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. When I first
Except not Santa.
Silent Night, I honestly didn't think slasher. I was thinking another probably some kind of Christmas comedy with a little romance in there.
What?
Who knows?
Or
But-
you mean a romantic comedy, basically?
Hallmark is finally hitting the big screen.
Like the Silent Night story.
What?
Or
I didn't.
no, because you got the Silent Night. I assumed it was gonna be like some. It was gonna be like some. What's it called? What's that TV streaming channel? The one that always plays the Christmas love romance.
Hallmark, like we just talked about.
Like we were just talking about.
I assumed that's what it was gonna be. I assumed that's what you said. Silent Night. Oh, it's gonna be another Hallmark movie. Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hallmark has made some pretty good movies here and there. They're hit or miss.
Not really.
I'm going to again sit in place of your description. I've made decent movies.
Not even decent. They're all the exact same.
I was about to say they're cookie cutter movies.
Family comes back to visit her,
Basically.
falls in love with some random guy she probably knew back when she was a child, and they live happily ever after.
Gallows, your audio is all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was buzzing, so I kind of lowered him just a little bit. Because they're still buzzing.
But like I said,
Just a
Hallmark
little bit.
doesn't really have good quality Christmas movies. They're all basically the same. Bullshit romantic stories.
I said decent, and like I said, they're hit or miss.
No. You said pretty good. I said decent.
I've seen a few that were
Maybe
actually
twisting Allie's words.
I've seen a couple that were pretty good, but a lot of them are hit or miss.
But anyway, so this is another one that I'm actually kind of excited to see. Back to our original topic. Forget Hallmark.
Yes.
They're easily forgettable anyway. Or at least we try to.
Yeah.
What commercials popping up?
I don't know. I think I'm excited for this too. I feel like this is really gonna be like a fun movie. Really, really fun movie.
I'm more likely to check it out and see what it is. Honestly.
Yeah.
If it would be like Violent Night, then yeah, I'll go watch it because I love Violent Night. It was a really great movie, honestly.
Yeah. So, for Google search, first sentence: a grieving father enacts his long-awaited revenge against a ruthless gang on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
That seems about right.
I'll go watch it.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah, pretty much at this point. At this time of season. At this point.
Sheesh. Christmas movies are now starting to mirror real life.
Too real. Too real.
Somebody turn the realism down. I don't want to confront myself.
Oh my god. Also,
Now we just gotta wait for the movie Black Friday.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if someone decides to make that, it's gonna be a horror film.
No,
it's not real.
No. It's gonna be a horror movie set as a documentary.
Oh my god! Does Cloverfield it? I'm here in this date on December something for Black Friday.
It is currently November 20th. The line won't end.
You see, like, the guy holding the camera, and the camera flip around, two people fighting each other for a TV.
We got the group clustered around the barbecue, just to say, this isn't a homeless camp, no. This is people waiting in line for deals on Black Friday.
God. Is making fun of if they made it like a Black Friday.
I would love to see a Black Friday movie. Honestly, I think that would be fucking hilarious. Being narrated being narrated in the beginning and then stops.
Oh no, we were talking about Cloverfielding all the way. When they came
I'll still watch it, honestly.
Just the last shot is somebody getting stepped on.
or someone getting tackled.
Oh, fucking camera movie,
No.
basically.
Get Seth MacFarlane to do a violent comedy of Black Friday.
God. Oh god.
Oh jeez, Hollywood, find us. We got plenty of ideas.
Contract us.
You can't tell me you would not watch that movie.
I mean,
I would love to watch that movie. That'd be great to watch.
But anyways, if there's any last final comments between the Godzilla movie and Silent Night. Last final thoughts.
I don't know. Like I said, I'll go more likely to watch Silent Night and then wait for Godzilla to come on streaming service to watch that.
Okay.
You're just all about the streaming these days, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not really. It's just like the certain movies I prefer to watch streaming, and then certain movies I prefer to watch.
But not a Godzilla movie.
Well, it's because to me, I mean, a lot of people like the theater for Godzilla and monster movies, but for me, I prefer to sit at home and watch them. I think
I'm
that's
giving you shit, man. I'm giving you shit.
Yeah. He's just trying to get you riled up. Anyway, and now we are on to the main topics of the podcast. We have news of Scream 7. So, what do you guys think of the news so far that's come out for Scream 7?
God damn it.
It's fucking hilarious, honestly.
I mean, at this point, I think they're just going to milk it to, like, you can't even do anything with the franchise anymore at this point.
Well, it's...
Go ahead.
It's just, I don't know. It's entertaining to me because, one, we all kind of assumed Jenna Ortega was going to stop playing in Scream after the last one they came out with. I assumed that. I mean, I was assuming it because she had plans for Wednesday. She also had Beetlejuice 2 coming out, and a few other things, other work she had like during the whole thing with Scream. And then the other chick who got fired, I don't really want to. I don't know, man. It's between her and her publicist on the cool. I don't really care, honestly. It's kind of messed up to fire somebody for their point of view on something.
I don't know. My thing is with the whole franchise, I think it's just like an inside joke at this point, to where it's just, another one. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just gonna decimate this franchise until there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Honestly, firing the actress over the anti-Semitic tweets when that wasn't what was done in the first place was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, well, it makes sense for, like, Gallows was saying about Jen Ortega, he says it sucks. It was scheduling conflict. What he she wanted to do.
That's
Wednesday.
one thing. That's one
she
thing.
wanted to do Wednesday, so
like that is completely a different situation altogether for what happened with the other actress.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of the other one. I've heard mostly about the Jen Ortega thing.
The whole thing with the other actress is she posted some stuff about Palestine and Israel, and then supposedly went on a anti-Semitic rant about how the usual stuff they spread from either side of the aisle, basically. Okay. That's how far I'm going to go with that. I don't know.
Let's kind of go back to Scream and not talk about anything political.
Like we don't need to go in depth. There's plenty of news stories about it.
There's plenty enough information out there. If you are interested, go look it up for yourself.
If you really want to take part in an argument over this, that's what Twitter's for.
Yes,
especially these days.
But anyway,
or Reddit, back Twitter or Reddit, somewhere else, not here.
Yeah, back to the Scream news. Scream 7.
I honestly think they should have stopped at 5, basically.
I don't know. I like the original 2, and that's how it should have been. But I mean, I could be wrong. So.
I like the original. I'm okay with the original 3. Then 4 is okay too, but not really that good to me. Honestly, I don't really like the Scream slasher franchise. I don't. It's not really my cup of tea for slashers.
If Christian was here, he would be saying
yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's the only reason y'all feel safe saying it right now.
Yeah, he says it's safe right now. If Christian was here.
I would say either way, with him on or not. I would be straightforward.
Christian,
I think the should have stopped after 5.
Christian, please bleep out everything he says from this point on about Scream. Just haven't bleeped out.
This is gonna hit YouTube, and Gallows commentary is just gonna be erased.
Look, I'm kind of glad that I'm kind of glad that Jen Ortega decided to bob out of the Scream franchise, not because of why I feel about it, but she had a whole lot of different other projects she decided to put first. I mean, I give it to her. Work on the project that you're already working on, and then not worry about whatever else is coming through.
I think it's just a matter of the way that a lot of projects, like movies, like scheduling wise conflict is, and as the actor, you just gotta kind of like make that decision of like, do you want to stay in this project, or do you see more value in your other projects?
Well, it's not the first time we've seen that in Hollywood.
Yeah,
sure. I mean, a lot of actors and actresses do it already.
I mean, there are so many. I'm trying to remember. I think there was a story about the Scorpion King that I think I'm sure I'm not wrong. I don't remember, but I think
the Rock one or the other 5.
Yeah, I think Dwayne. I think originally, I'm probably wrong, but I heard a story of like he originally wasn't even supposed to be Scorpion King to begin with. Like I don't think he ever wanted to do it until I think he, I think they were just looking.
Until he saw that amazing CGI in Mummy 2.
I'm sold. I'm cooking with that. That stuff.
Who knows?
God.
Who knows about that?
But man, like there are so many like outcomes between like just people deciding not to take a certain role and then either making the movie great or making the movie just flat on its face.
I don't know. I just think they should just stop at 7. Just leave it at 7. I mean, you're gonna have a whole bunch of backlash if you continue because we have actresses and actors leaving the franchise. So
Gallows?
Just stop at 7 and leave it at that.
Gallows?
The
one coming out is 7.
Yes.
Or coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
leave
be sure, because you earlier were saying 5.
No, I'm saying leave it at 7. Just end the series at this last one. And that's it.
So what he was saying, he said they should have stopped at 5,
Mm-hmm.
But since they're making 7 now, just make 7 and then end it. And
Yeah,
I've already
you have
said
a lot of actors and actresses leaving the series, the franchise in itself. Yeah, these two, who else are going to leave next?
Then they gotta make sure that if they're gonna end it, they need to end it on at least a solid note that makes sense and not just be like, oh, cliffhanger. That's it.
Yeah. And I believe I've already said this when Christian was on. I don't care for Scream. I really don't.
I'm not the only person who doesn't care for it.
Oh, poor Christian. Christian.
So that's 2 bits of commentary that are getting erased.
I've never cared for this series. He knows this. I've said it
Just
to him.
leaping. Christian puts a sensor bar on it. Leap.
So the only good thing about this news is that the original actress from the first 5 movies is coming back.
Okay.
So she will. The final girl will be coming back to finish up the series.
Which I mean,
Final Girl is actually a TV trope.
yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's still in every slasher though. You always got that one chick or
the trope.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the trope right there.
It's like I honestly at this point it just writes itself. I think she's the killer. Period. I think she's gonna be the killer. If she's coming back, I think she's gonna be the killer.
She's finally gonna get her revenge on the guy who on the person, I guess.
I'm sorry.
On the killer himself.
Excuse me? Spoilers?
What? Is that what it really is about? Seriously?
No.
I was just assuming.
You saw his face.
He's just throwing shit out.
But it was something like that wouldn't surprise me if that was the actual.
Especially not at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, at this point, anything can happen. I think, in my opinion, I think it won't do very well as what they're probably looking for, sales-wise. But I think the hardcore fan base will go out of their way and see the movie.
Well, and in fairness, this is a movie series that has done well with poking fun at slasher fix in general.
Oh yeah,
while being a slasher fix.
It's like, especially in the first movie. Just like,
no, all of them. Like
well, yeah, I know. Like
they talk about it repeatedly.
Oh, the rules of slasher fix. The rules of slasher fix. Man, I love those.
I'll be back. He's the killer.
What I'm really hoping is that I don't know. I don't remember the plot to this last one. To this new one.
At this point, it's
it was the father and I believe siblings of the girl from the one before.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping they were going to go with the occult version, the occult one from the second one they were supposed to go with. I would like to see that.
The cult version.
Well, because originally 2 was supposed to be about, I think Christian even said it, 2 was supposed to be about how, what's that guy? The guy who got smashed with the TV in the second movie, or the first movie.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
He played him for FNAF. He was the main villain.
Oh,
you mean
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. Matthew Lillard comes back, and he plays his character, and he has a big old cult of Scream killers.
Now, see, that would make sense for this new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we've seen how it's progressed.
Yeah.
How the fan base for the... What do they call it in the universe?
I don't remember.
I don't either, but how the fan base for that movie has basically become a cult in some places. And so it would make sense for them to pull that with this new one. Have Matthew Lillard actually draw the cult together to pull out the all-time greatest comeback.
Honestly, I would try to laugh at the fact of how the hell they would pull off that, oh yeah, he's still alive, by the way, even though that, his head got smashed through a fucking TV.
You can go with he fell into a coma after the TV smashed hit his head and like he fell into a coma. Or B, they restarted his heart after being electrified by the TV right after everybody was rescued, basically. I mean, you can go either or with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of ways to do it.
Yeah. Because getting your head smashed in by a box TV really isn't that, like, death sentence. You can still survive it, but not all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But any last final thoughts on the new Scream 7 news that's come out?
End the fucking series, bro. End the fucking.
Sure, it's happening.
It should be.
At this point, like, you know, from the last movie, and also because of the strike ending, I think it's just gonna be a go. I think, in my opinion, and I'm assuming in Christian's also desire to kind of just either just want another one. I think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens because of all the just news of like people dropping out and maybe being replaced with other people. But we'll see how it actually goes.
Who knows?
But on to our another topic about South Park. Out of all things, apparently, because South Park is never gonna die.
I got nothing to talk about South Park unless it's about the TV.
No, hold on.
There's South Park.
South Park Snow Day. It's a new video game.
This is a new video game
for
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Multiplayer options, anyway.
Okay, multiplayer options. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are gonna jump into this just like when the Stick of Truth came out, and just like when all the other games came out.
Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, Fractured.
It's supposed to be another one. It's supposed
What
to
are you saying, Lewis?
The third one.
What?
Where are you going with that?
No, just jump in like, you know, the trend of like every time there's a new South Park game, all the streamers are gonna hop on, play it.
Oh yeah,
Sure. That's what streamers do.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's an iconic TV series. Of course they're gonna.
I don't know where you're going with this, Lewis.
No, I was just saying, stating the fact of like what's gonna happen, and then it's gonna die down.
It wasn't
and then
just-
they're gonna wait for
It wasn't just an announcement either. It was an actual trailer as well.
Yeah,
We got to see
they've
some
actually
gameplay
shown
of it.
gameplay.
It looked. I don't know if I like the animation style.
Yeah, going from
I-
their established animation style to 3D, it's weird.
So
Yeah,
this
I thought that was a little weird, but I'd still
So
pick
you
it
rather-
up and play.
So you rather prefer the 2D version of when Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole?
That's 2.5D.
Okay.
That is 2.5D because you are able to actually go behind things and see depth
Gotcha.
while everything
I
is
think
still
that was-
flat against the
I think
surface.
that was 3D. That's what I was. Somebody was. It was 3D. But
Yeah,
animation.
I just thought it was more. It just looked a little better, and it corresponded with the TV show as well. So that's where I like the way the first two games were. This one, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad. It still looks really gorgeous. It's just
Oh yeah,
I don't care for that style because of what the game is based from.
I think if anything holds this game back, that might be it.
So it just feels a little bit wonky because of the fact of it's not like the way that the show is, and
I almost
The way
want to
that first
invoke
two
the name of the Uncanny Valley.
Okay.
okay.
Almost. Like, it's not quite there, but for me, it's on the verge.
Mm-hmm. But I still definitely will pick this game up when I get a chance to. I'd still play it, and now I can play with friends. So that was always.
So did they? So I didn't get a chance to look at it, but did they kind of like implement a lot of stuff from the last games and kind of?
It's another new kid.
Oh, yeah.
You're another new kid. You're playing another new kid.
Carmen actually has his wizard costume from Stick of Truth again.
That's great.
And are we sure it's another new kid, or just the same one
No,
from
it's
the
another
last
new
two
kid.
games. They brought in a
I'm
completely
pretty
different
sure
kid from the last two games.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be another new kid.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Man, South Park's really booming these days.
Fucking South Park went so far as he even jumped the multiverse.
Oh god.
I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Easter eggs they bring into this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's
Because both South Park games always had some really great Easter eggs.
honestly, I will at some point when this game comes out, I will buy it. I watched the last two games that came out from when they did. I really enjoyed watching them. I think they were hilarious, and I think this one's gonna be a little bit more interesting because of the fact of like y'all said, like it's a little bit more 3D, so it'll be a little bit different. It'll feel weird.
Yeah, it'll feel weird. It also looked like, at least to me, it's not turn-based like the original two were.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. About that. But to me, it didn't look like it was a turn-based system.
So how did it look like from the trailer?
The way the trailer made it look like it was more free.
All out and out warfare.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least that's the way it looked to me. I could be wrong. It could have just been a really good action sequence during a turn-based.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there was actually a scene with the main character walking through a trench of snow. Which, it's South Park, I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, yeah.
No, I wouldn't put it past them either.
Oh my god.
And you see snowballs flying back in the background, and instead of hearing kids yelling and snowballs being thrown, you just hear gunfire.
And if it is this, and they don't do a Saving Private Ryan joke,
Oh
I will
my
be
god.
wholly disappointed.
Why didn't you just say that they do a fucking World War II joke? I feel like
No. Saving Private Ryan specifically.
I believe they did it. I believe they did one on an episode of South Park. I don't remember which episode it was though.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
I do remember they did like some kind of like Saving Private Ryan joke. But
I remember.
Good old South Park.
South Park game, you can't like as much as last time we talked about when we talked about TV shows that were going on too long on our Snowda reels. Yeah, I agree. South Park's been up there for a while. Maybe should.
The difference between South Park and other comedy shows is South Park doesn't stop making fun of a particular group. They make fun of everybody equally.
And it doesn't pull punches, so I mean, at this point, it's like, that's, in my opinion, I feel like that's the last form of what, comedy is, essentially, because essentially, you're just poking fun out of everybody at this point.
Yeah, I can agree to that. It's just,
I don't know. Comedy becomes suggestive to people.
Yeah.
You watch the joke, you hate the joke. I just feel like South Park has gone to the point where it says, fuck you all, I'm going to make fun of everybody.
That's what they've been saying since day one.
Since day one.
yeah.
The whole point of South Park.
And I'm really glad
The Mormon episode. Every time they did their little flashback sequence, every sentence was followed by dum 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 dum.
Yeah. We got a big kick on that one.
I always love South Park for that reason. And they go making fun of fucking retarded shit for no reason.
Oh, God.
They've poked fun at just about everybody. Even other shows.
Yep.
The
And media itself, so I mean, at this point, no one's safe.
What?
Any last final thoughts of the new game, South Park game trailer.
I can't wait to play it. That's all.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it.
I'm buying it 100%.
I more likely won't be playing it. So,
Okay, then the three of us will play it, and you
We'll have fun. You can go sit in your corner and just watch streaming services instead of going to movies.
I'm not really into software like that. I like the TV.
It's not for everybody.
It's not. It's really not.
It's not. On to the next topic, where we're getting a new Garfield animated movie. Oh God, Chris Pratt. Why?
Well, hold on. Before we dive into that one specifically, this next section is just going to be talking about trailers, folks.
Oh yeah.
Settle in.
Yeah, nothing but trailers at this point. Why? And you look at the lineup of every single person who's done Garfield, and then you get, it's me, Chris Pratt.
I think Chris Pratt actually might be good at this one.
Oh no!
I'm interested to see what take he does for Garfield.
My thing
I'm
is
interested to see that.
In the trailer, it's just his voice. No offense to the man, but I mean, if you really look up on YouTube how every single voice actor has done a Garfield, there is a specific way that people have done Garfield.
A Boston accent?
No,
it's like the Doctor, if you think about it. Everybody who's lent their voice to the character has their own spin on it.
True.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like at the same time, him, being Garfield is going to bring more people to Garfield itself. So
been on blast lately for things.
Honestly, I mean, he's not really played out, but he's also iconic at the same time.
I mean, the only stuff that I remember is just the Garfield show stuff, and that's about it.
Garfield and Friends.
Oh yeah, Garfield.
That's a blast from the past.
Right.
Yeah. We're ready to party. We're ready to party. We're ready.
John.
This is about like him, Garfield is a baby kitten, right? Basically.
Yeah.
John.
It's how John and Garfield met. At least that's what the trailer showed.
Yeah.
Which
so it's an origin story.
Yeah, basically.
Which I'm perfectly okay with. And I like the fact that they went the animated route instead of doing another live action.
Yeah, I
But don't get me wrong, the live actions were okay. They were okay.
That's the issue. They were okay.
I enjoyed them. They were that stupid funny.
I couldn't watch it. I'm not even gonna lie on this one. I really couldn't watch it. Like I tried to watch it, and then I was just like, it's not the same. Like I just from watching.
It didn't have that right. It didn't have the right tone, at least for me. The live actions didn't but I enjoyed them. But you can't beat the cartoon.
No.
Yeah. You can never beat the cartoon. I still remember all the times, coming home and booting up Nickelodeon and stuff, and or not Nickelodeon. What's it called? Cartoon Network. And just watching a bunch of Garfield and Friends or the Garfield show and stuff, and it was fun. And I think they had a movie. I can't remember. I think they had a movie too at one point.
I don't remember.
It was like I don't remember the actual movie title itself, but I know it had to do with the talent show and stuff. And Garfield and Otis went on an adventure or whatever to get their funny back or whatever, I guess, because they were not funny anymore or something like that.
I don't remember that one.
What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't remember Garfield cartoon.
Honestly, it's probably something. I think the reason why y'all probably don't remember it is because y'all probably did not watch it because it wasn't as
I do remember a series of direct-to-TV. I do remember a series of direct-to-TV movies that were basically the comic studio.
Yeah. Not to mention, Lewis, we are older than you, so we don't remember very well.
Why do you gotta bring that up?
Allie's just looking up at the corner. Really? Come on.
Also, Leon, it's kind of sad that I forget more stuff as someone who's supposed to be young and whatnot.
Sure.
Oh, that's because your brain's like that's because your brain's like a bucket with a hole in the bottom.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I probably should have, went to the doctor and to know that I probably have ADHD. But I mean, oh well.
Anyway, Garfield.
Let me look what the actual.
I'm sorry, I don't know where it's coming from tonight. I am just full of sass.
Hey, no, we sometimes need a little bit of sass here in the Snodacast sometimes, okay? Even though Christian's not here. But anyways, because he's the most sassiest one.
That's what it is. I'm sassy because Christian's not here.
Yeah, that's what it is. But on a serious note, what do you guys really think about just the Garfield itself? Like, just, like, being renewed and, like, having someone new play and having their different like spin on it.
I want to see where Chris Pratt takes it. Whether he was the right choice to play Garfield, I don't know. We only had that one snippet of him talking as Garfield, so I'm gonna save my opinion on it until after I see the full movie and see where Chris Pratt takes the version of Garfield.
I'm with Leon on this. Honestly, I think Chris Pratt can probably play Garfield. Who knows? I mean, just wait and see what happens with the character and Chris Pratt. And long enough we get a whole thing about lasagna, we should be all of us should be good. We should be fine.
I mean, it's Garfield. It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna bring a classic cartoon to a whole new group of kids.
Yeah. Sometimes we.
Yeah. So I
think we lost Lewis.
No, I'm still I'm trying to.
He's just been over here staring at his desk.
No, I'm trying to look for the movie and stuff that I was talking about.
But maybe it's a Mandela effect thing. Maybe you're the only one that remembers it. Because
no.
Oh man,
Hers the variant.
No, it happened. It's just, I think honestly, sometimes I have poor taste when it comes to watching stuff on it.
You said it, not me.
I mean, we're talking about Garfield, so
I mean, people still, to this day, probably some people don't like Garfield.
I mean, I used to not like Garfield. Then I sat down and watched one day. It's like, Garfield's alright. Not my favorite cat character, but
Garfield's like Squidward. The older we get, the more we identify with him.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. How do you
I agree to that.
I'm sorry, but if I ever get a neighbor as annoying as SpongeBob, I'm punting his ass over the fence.
Like that.
Ain't nobody just breaking into my house just to wake me up in the morning.
I figured out which one it was. It's called Garfield and Funfest. That's what the movie was.
Oktoberfest, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Funfest. Basically, it's just him literally trying to get his funny back because he's not funny anymore. Because one day, out of nowhere, people don't laugh at his jokes. So.
Weird.
I still remember the little special comic books that a library had. The one of the school libraries I had, like the Halloween special one.
Yeah.
But it was just this, it was just a small little rectangle that had a full story set in the comic style.
Mm-hmm. My library at elementary school had one too.
I would always love when we would get the newspaper. My dad would show me the funnies.
I always love the funnies in the newspapers. I'm just out there really cool, funny comics.
And I would always get excited for when we had when I would see Garfield, because I was like, yeah.
I wasn't excited for the old Garfield. I think I was excited for what was one of the other comics they had?
Really not important enough for you to remember.
Not memorable. You don't remember.
Fucking hot minute. I'm sorry.
I mean, they also had the Peanuts, so I mean, it was either Garfield Peanuts or can't remember what the other
Garfield, Peanuts, Marmaduke. Crap, I can't remember. I just said it earlier too.
There was the guy with the hat. And he, it looked like he had no eyes and stuff. Basically,
What?
Big old nose.
Beetle Bailey.
There we go. I like that one. Those are funny.
Let's see. There was the Wizard of It. We are off topic.
Yeah, sorry. Any last photo comments, concerns about Garfield? Garfield.
Not really. I mean, I'm probably gonna go watch it. I think it's gonna be a great choice. Let's see what happens.
I agree. I'm
I'll watch it. Give it a try.
I'll wait for it to hit streaming.
Not worth at least 5 minutes years.
I'll probably have to hit streaming too, but
that one was only partially a dig at you, Gallows. I with this one, I am seriously going to wait for it to hit streaming.
For me, it's a rare occasion to go to the theaters because it's so far away from me. So it's rare.
Also, I need to figure out where the fucking theater here in Muncie is.
Just look up fucking movie theaters in Muncie.
But that takes effort that I might not want to take.
Second, okay.
Well, on to the next topic. Speaking about theaters, something that was on theaters twice. The new trailer for the Ted TV.
I'm sorry, are you skipping around?
Yeah, you skipped one.
I'm going from where
Imaginary.
Imaginary. One
I
thing
thought it was with
One
her.
thing that got my attention for this. Nicolas Cage with a Freddy Krueger glove.
What? I didn't.
Don't know. Oh my god! Of course they would do Nicolas Cage.
It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh,
And I
God.
swear I've seen a picture of him from this movie wearing a Freddy Krueger glove.
This man is about to out-meme himself yet again. Is there anything?
I don't know.
Is there like a trailer in itself that's out, or is it just?
It's not out yet. From what I understand, Nicolas Cage's character somehow is able to access the dreams of everybody.
Oh God!
Freddy Krueger, or are we going? What was that? Leonardo da Vinci movie.
Leonardo da Vinci?
Not Da Vinci. Leonardo.
You mean Leonardo DiCaprio?
Fucking Da Vinci. Sorry.
You're talking Inception.
Yes, Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh.
The man has been dead for who knows how long.
Look, I know they're two different fucking people, but the names are exactly almost the same besides the last name.
I mean, fair. One of them's a Renaissance artist, and the other one's an actor who's waited years to get an Oscar.
They're Siamese fucking twins.
Where are they going with this? Are they going
Yeah, no, you're good.
the other one? The Freddy Krueger version.
But no, I think that's just one particular dream that he might have access to. Again, I haven't seen much of it.
Nicolas Cage must be cameoing it because I have the IMDb thing up on my phone. I'm looking, and I'm not seeing him as one of the cast members from it.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been misled. I'll accept that.
Yeah. A woman returns to her childhood home, discovers that an imaginary friend she left behind is very real and unhappy she abandoned him. It's supposed to be a supernatural horror.
They did this movie already.
Natural fucking horror.
It's called Drop Dead Fred.
Oh no!
Who knows? Like I was looking at it, it's like
That makes me feel old.
I mean, it looks good. It looks like a good movie. I'm interested to see where they go with it. But supernatural horror films. What can you do? What can you do about it?
I was probably really, really bored and wanted to watch it. I probably did it.
Yeah. Like I said, it looks interesting and what about you guys? What do you guys think?
No, like, it's an interesting concept for a horror movie. Kind of up there with a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Oh wait, they tried that.
It didn't
Even though
Gallows, you are way too quiet and the buzzing is way too loud over you.
and yeah, the buzzing is way overpowering.
I'm going to leave and then come back again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get this man
It
a
wouldn't be
laptop.
a Snodacast episode without Gallows having audio issues.
We need to have him a laptop. Jesus, for love of God. Because I'm assuming he's on his phone. Which,
More than likely.
yeah. But, yeah, no, like, I feel like at this point, I mean, who else is in the cast besides, Nicolas Cage?
Well, again, Nicolas Cage wasn't in. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the IMDb. It's God, let me go back to it because I had it off. DeWanda Wees. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing these people. Tom Payton's in it. Betty Buckley, Veronica Falcon, Piper Braun. I am not recognizing any of these people.
Not a bit.
To me, all these people are like, I have no idea where these people are from. The only one that sounds familiar is Tom Pine, but I don't know why. Oh, that's
Tom Pine
Oh,
was
Walking Dead.
Prodigal Son, Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's the only one I recognize.
So basically, it's gonna be probably a B, C movie horror or supernatural movie, basically. Since we don't know these actors.
Maybe, but you never know.
Hey, indie horror movies have a time period where they become really great for some odd reason.
Yeah.
If there's a stat cast and if the plot actually works.
Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna hate on this movie because, like I said, it looks pretty good.
I like the
Yeah,
concept.
it's a good concept.
What'd you say, Alan?
I feel like it's a good concept. We both kind of say the same thing.
Well, if the imaginary friend was actually real the whole time, wouldn't that mean it was just either A, some random dude who lived in the attic, or B, it was a ghost?
Gallows.
Gallows.
Have you never had your imagination come to life before your very eyes?
No.
Imagination. Just an episode of SpongeBob.
Gallows. Hence why it's called a supernatural horror film.
And also,
He might have been gone for that bit.
yeah, he was.
Maybe. No, I said before he left, but
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you did. I don't know. I'm just throwing out guesses. This is a supernatural horror film. So I'm just assuming that it was a ghost the whole goddamn time, and it's
I mean,
staying in the house.
I mean,
there is the concept of a tulpa, which is a manifestation of a person's imagination and will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which this could be.
Very well be, yeah.
yeah. Basically, I mean, at this point, like,
Could be a
They're just
tulpa,
seeing
could
stuff
be a
because-
skinwalker, because that's also a thing. And
Oh my
knows?
god, we're
Yeah, fucking. I highly doubt it.
Leon,
diving in.
Leon, we're sounding like the
diving deep in. Skinwalker.
I'll get this out.
Oh, God.
Fucking get the goddamn.
It's good for everything, apparently.
Fucking goddamn salt. Get a fucking flamethrower. Burn that. The fuck you mean? Oh, I get this salt. No. She a skinwalker burned the bitch.
You know just how difficult it is to get your hands on a good flamethrower. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
I'm not talking the ratty deodorant and cigarette lighter.
military grade
Okay.
flamethrower she wants. She wants a
I mean,
military.
you always built your own flamethrower. Do I recommend you doing that? No, because there was a possibility.
Another way to get yourself to caught on fire.
Yeah.
Getting it on a different list right there, buddy.
That is a whole other list.
Oh my god.
I've been saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
I will probably watch the movie. Will I watch it in theaters? No. I'll probably end up watching it on, I don't know, fucking something.
I'm pretty sure it'll probably be in theaters and a streaming service. So I mean, you're covered, Gallows.
It wouldn't be for this one. I was going to leave it alone. Oh, boys.
I don't know.
Last final thoughts of imagination.
Some of these trailers that we're talking about, is either you're going to watch them on, is either going to go straight to theaters or straight to to the streaming service.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
know,
that's-
some of
That's how it is
Yeah,
these
I mean-
days.
Yeah.
and you know, there's some movies that a lot of people like to go watch some of these movies not knowing what it is under the influence, and they have a very good time. Not condoning anything, but
I mean, probably
Some
you
people,
can all you want. It's technically legal in like several states.
I believe that's not the ones he's thinking of, but okay.
no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are we
okay.
talking about?
I don't fucking know. I'm so lost.
I feel like I skipped a couple of seconds there.
Allie just froze for a second in time.
Yeah, people like to go watch certain movies under influence. Are we done?
Ted TV. Moving us right along.
Ted TV. Jesus.
I've seen from what I've seen from his trailer. It's just fucking hilarious. It's a classic Ted hilarious movie, TV show.
Yeah.
Do we know where it's being
Peacock.
streamed?
So it's gonna be shown on Peacock.
Peacock.
I know, right? I wish it wasn't Peacock getting this one, but
Look, I would like to say something else, but I mean we don't like saying pirate movies and stuff.
I mean, here, keep in
You
mind
know what? At
that
this point, fuck it. Yo ho, yo ho.
oh, Allie. Hey, Allie's code for 2023. Yo ho, yo ho.
I am not paying $100 just so I can watch every new show that comes out.
Just fucking pirate the bitch there.
right.
Pirate that whole.
Okay, to be real, to be frank, at this point, like most of whatever comes through Peacock
Uh-huh.
is in a contract. So by the time that contract is ended, someone else is gonna pick it up. Some other streaming service is gonna pick it up.
Let's be honest, Peacock is just the TV channel, but we have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's basically what it is at this point.
Yeah.
And again,
But-
I'm not paying $100 a month just so I can watch TV.
Just so I can watch Ted.
Fucking, if you're gonna do that,
Or
you go buy Spectrum, bro.
I'll
or
watch
I-
both
or
on
I'm
YouTube.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers or go watch Family Guy because that's basically what Ted is at this point.
Oh, of course, it's basically Family Guy. It's the guy who brought you Family Guy. That's what it is.
I like the concept. I like the concept of the show's going. It's a prequel, so we're seeing them grow up together, and Ted's going to high school.
God.
Oh man, it's
It can only go up from there.
Hasn't he already held down a full-time job?
What's up?
Hasn't he already held down a full-time job?
No.
That was in the movies.
No. So this is when Ted and his
Okay.
children are teenagers. Basically, this is when they're teenagers in high school.
Like a prequel, basically, at this point.
Yeah, it's a prequel show that
It's a cash grab.
Yeah, basically.
it's a cash
It's a
grab,
dumb
but-
cash grab.
It's like, hey, you liked
Okay.
the first two Ted movies? Here's stuff that we should have put in the the second movie.
I mean, Alec, could you really call it a cash grab when it's being shown on Peacock?
That is true. That is
You're
true.
absolutely right. It's an attempted cash grab.
Oh my god!
Now I could see it be a total cash grab if it was like being on Netflix or Amazon.
It's an attempted cash grab.
It's an attempted cash grab.
I think Peacock's the only one that bought the contract for it. That's all it is. Nobody else would buy a Ted series. So, Rogan was it? What's his name? McFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
McFarlane was like, hey, since everybody else don't want to buy my idea, fuck it, I'm gonna go to Peacock.
Which is, no, I'm not getting into this. I've stated my opinion on this multiple times.
Just to kind of lay it down, there's already too many subscriptions out there at this point. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's not even worth it anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
Subscription-based subscriptions, huh?
Yes.
Subscription. That's the new one.
Right.
Yep.
I think you meant subscription-based streaming services.
Yes.
To the point where you have to pay just to have them lighten the ads, not take them out completely, but lighten them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's what.
Yeah.
Fuck, I remember when like Hulu and Netflix were like no ads, but now you have to
Wait.
watch
Have you?
ads.
Wait. My weird thing is I'm surprised that Netflix has never done that yet.
What,
I will give them credit. Yeah.
No,
I will
they
give them
do.
credit.
They do have ads if you get their regular subscription. If you get like the $8 subscription, you get ads.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay for Netflix, so I don't care.
I don't know. I would watch this. Am I going to watch it on Peacock? No. Do we condone piracy? No, not really, but I will.
Not officially.
I will watch it. Not officially.
Not officially.
Not officially. But for this occasion.
In game. For just in game.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have to, technically, because I don't want to get this far. So.
On to the next topic. So we're getting another season of What If.
Season 2.
Honestly, are we surprised at this point?
Not really.
I haven't even seen the first one, honestly. I haven't even seen the one.
I like the first one.
The first one had good episodes. I did not care for the zombie episode, but I did appreciate them bringing it back for the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I did like that too.
I am curious how, because from my understanding of how they all tie together, the What If series was caused by what happened in Loki season 1.
Yep.
Was it? Really?
We could argue that it all stemmed from Multiverse of Madness or from No Way Home, but let's be honest, none of that would have happened without Loki season 1.
Yep. If Loki wouldn't have missed.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. Are you telling me because of Loki season 1 is the reason why we got No Way Home and everything else?
That is my headcanon, yes, because
that is
the way that hold on, let me explain. The way that the TVA is set up, that makes it so that the multiverse could not happen, because any time that any of these branching universes started, they would be pruned. Therefore, there would be nowhere for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man or for any of the other universes from No Way Home to come in, because they would have been pruned already.
Precisely.
Well, then you can also argue because Avenger Infinity War is the actual real reason why.
Explain.
No, Endgame. Okay. Endgame. Avenger Endgame. Here's the reason why. So in the movie, it states from the goddamn wizard, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the goddamn wizard.
Yes, so she basically states that every time something happens, every time you have a straight line, it goes straight. But every time you remove a certain thing from that timeline, it splits off basically.
Sorcerer Supreme was not aware of the TVA. Plus, they undid that with Captain America going back in time and putting them all back.
True.
Damn.
But I'm just saying, you can also argue for that fact. But you might be right. You might be right because of Loki and Loki.
What do you mean you might be right?
Hold on. You can't because there's a difference between timelines. Hold on, there's a difference between timelines and multiverses.
I am saying that is my personal headcanon, that because of Loki season 1, these things exist. That is my headcanon. Whether it's what actually happened or not is not the topic.
I'm just saying it might be, it might not be. Who knows?
Her headcanon does work. I think her headcanon is pretty valid. Me personally, I think it all started from No Way Home, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
and then Gallows thinks that it's from Endgame.
Yeah.
So I mean,
again, we're all allowed to have our personal headcanons. That's what the multiverse is for.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just would have assumed it would be from an Endgame, but hey, it might be from Loki.
The question is, how is the events of Loki season 2 going to affect this second season?
My thing is, I feel like at some point they are going to try to make films out of the what ifs. That's what I was thinking about too.
So,
when the first season came out.
So I don't know if any of you guys seen the Loki season 2, because I don't like what I've seen from clips. I can barely make an argument for it. What happened?
Well, not films, but more like short series.
Season 2 yet. I haven't finished.
I'm not going to spoil it
yet. So.
I mean,
I actually wouldn't mind a couple movies from the What If comics. I actually would not mind that whatsoever. I think it'd be.
I'll take the zombie one. Honestly, I think it'll be done a lot
We
better.
already got that.
Really?
We got the episode.
No. If they turn the what ifs into movies, I think the zombie what if would be a good one because you got a whole.
They wouldn't do that because they already did it as the cartoon. I'm talking about
it did not go over
fresh
well
stories.
Oh.
I would say fresh stories from the What If comic series into live action film. I think that would be a pretty cool idea.
It would.
Yeah, because didn't we get the evil Doctor Strange right from Multiverse?
Evil.
Well, yeah, evil. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm stretching.
We've seen 2 different versions of that Doctor Strange.
Yes.
The one from What If, and then the one that was in Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I feel like at the same time, I like the fact that they kind of added it. I mean, it had to happen. So I mean, I like the fact that they added that in a sense of we got to see something different than
and
what normally.
That's what the What If series is. It's the hey, let's tweak this little detail and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, and I actually am excited to see some new What If episodes because I really enjoyed season 1. I really did. And
honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a female Captain America. Honestly, like or at least one
Captain Carter,
one season. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they do her wrong. They do her wrong in in Doctor Strange in the Doctor Strange fucking movie. But hey, fuck it.
Wait, what?
I think you're wrong about that, but
Sorry?
Whoa. When was Captain Carter in Doctor Strange?
Really? In the Doctor Strange movie? In the
Multiverse
really?
Madness?
yeah.
Yes.
Fucking Wanda.
No, I'm not. In Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
I get what you're talking now. I get what you're talking. They did all those characters already. They did all those characters already.
Okay.
It was.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yes. Okay, never mind.
Fucking
I'm
hilarious.
sorry. That particular sequence
That
was
movie.
so terrible. My brain refuses to acknowledge it at times.
I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. I totally understand that, but yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. You know how dangerous this person is. Why are you warning her and giving her a chance to react?
Yeah.
Because none of them believed that she was that strong. None of them believed that she was that strong until they got to be proven wrong.
Xavier said she was.
But Doctor Strange coming in the way he did, just to
remember, fucking they killed their own Doctor Strange. Remember?
Spoiler alert! If anybody hasn't seen it, and who knows how long?
It's already been like several years now. If you haven't seen it, you're on your own with that. I'm not going to. You haven't seen it, you're on your own.
There's
been a while.
Spoiler alert time frame.
Yes.
Comes out, and it's like I think a month and a half. If you haven't seen it at that point,
basically,
I would say about 6 months to a year.
Basically, don't run down the movie theater line screaming out the.
Basically, don't get Disney Plus.
I'm just saying. It's just. I mean, they do a lot of those characters wrong.
But What If Season 2, I'm excited for it.
Same here.
It's coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have a whole lot of time left to wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rewatch season 1.
What?
I did that already.
What other different timelines they're gonna pull, or what stories they're gonna pull from the comics and stuff?
Well, I'm wondering how they're going to top the season finale from last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to top Avengers of the Universe.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
Multiverse.
That's kind of a hard. That's a hard team to top.
It could be them bringing in Loki the way he is now. Again, not going into detail because some people haven't watched it yet.
Maybe.
Spoilers.
Who knows? I agree. I can't wait to see this. The quicker it comes, the better.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming everybody at this point is on board of being excited with the new What If series. And on to the next topic. We have Madam Web.
When I seen the trailer, I was really good, honestly. It was really good.
I'm nervous.
I agree with Ellie.
Why?
I feel like if it's not done right, it could be a hit or miss, 100% just out of the gate.
Here's my thing. In the comics, in the video games, Madam Web was this mysterious character who sat in the middle of the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
She essentially had the same kind of mystique as the Joker. We don't know where she came from. We don't know how she got to where she is. We don't know how she became who she is. And that's what made her great.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't learn it. We get to ask those questions as we learn about this Spider-Verse. By giving an origin story, they are risking taking away something from that character.
Which was the mysterious side of the character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so hold on. So because we're comparing her to the Joker, the whole thing with the Joker was that nobody knew his origin story, but he had several different takes of his origin story, basically.
Madam Web never had a take on her origin story.
Nope.
No. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, if they want to keep on keeping the mystery going, just give her several different ways of origins. She came this way, or no, she came this way, or no, she came this way. It still brings the mystery of the fact that no one knows how she actually became her actual self.
But this wasn't a movie that anybody was asking for. Is my thing.
That's not, but I still think it's going to still be a good movie to watch. So, what I've seen from the trailer, I liked it. I think it's going to be good.
Gallows, I think you're missing my point.
I might be.
It's the fact that when this movie comes out, if they decide to out of nowhere just be like, here's the story, like everybody who's loved her is not going to love the fact that they just made.
I think this was the wrong way to bring Madam Web into the MCU. They should have brought her in during an actual Spider-Man film.
Yes, and the MCU is it's on the rocks as it is.
Yes, it is 100%.
So they need a win, and creating an original backstory for a character that didn't have one is not a good way to go about that.
Yeah, it's a ballsy move, but I actually want to see this because I like Madam Web. Madam Web is one of those really cool spider people characters that I like. I love her for the fact that it was a mysterious character, and she was really well done in all the adaptations that I've seen. I hate her because she's most of the time a fucking bitch. And each of these variations, she was kind of a bitch.
Even at that, they could have introduced her in Spider-Man, the fucking, what's it called? Miles Morales movies. Animated.
That's what I was gonna. She's never showed up. That's what I was gonna.
No, I'm saying they could have introduced her. What I'm saying, they could have introduced her into that.
They absolutely could have introduced her in any of the Spider-Verse movies.
Yep,
sure.
And it would have.
Or in No Way Home.
Yeah, either in
No Way Home would have been a really good spot.
It would
or
have.
Into the Spider-Verse, because I feel like the way that Into the Spider-Verse is going right now, I feel like, let's say they are done with that part of it, and they need something else, I could see them bringing this character into the actual story and not kind of like in a sense of trying to figure out her story, but more along the lines of say why she is there in the first place without, spoiling or without, being too much.
I'm surprised we didn't get to see Madam Web in
Across the Spider-Verse?
Across the Spider-Verse, yeah. I'm surprised we didn't, because how can you talk about the Spider-Verse without mentioning Madam Web?
Well, you can also talk about the Spider-Verse without mentioning the Spider God, because technically that's where all of the Spider-Men get their powers from that dude.
From the Spider God.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, I believe it's the African descent of the Spider. Yeah. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Most of them get their powers, or get their spider ability from him. Peter Parker loses his ability at least like one time because of it. He gets it taken away. I mean, there's a bunch of characters you can introduce into the Spider-Verse, including Madam Web too. Yeah. No origin, no nothing, as a fucking figure in the thing of Miguel and her going at it against each other. Yeah. Without introducing a fucking origin story. You know what I mean?
Less is more with this character, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love for the second part of Across the Spider-Verse to just be her coming in and telling Miguel, "Fuck off! I'm working on this."
Yeah.
That
would be cool. I'm really hoping they bring Madam Web into Across the Spider-Verse.
That would be a perfect introduction.
Go fuck yourself.
Like, or come in and say, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
I'm taking over. I'm taking over all the
fucking stops him right in.
Just appears right between Miguel
and fucking.
Just like, what the fuck are you
No,
doing?
this is one of mine. Stop it.
Yeah, but I agree with Allie. I'm worried, but I want to go. I want to see this movie.
Yeah, I want to see it purely because I am a fan of the Spider-Verse in general.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping there's some really cool. I'm hoping we get a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man cameo, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man cameo, and a Tom Holland cameo. I'm hoping we see them in this one because we're seeing all these other Spider-Men from different universes. So I would like to see those three make a small cameo.
Well, it has to be a very solid script in order for anything to work. That's all I will say. Is like without a solid script, you can't even have those big names in the screen to begin with, because they're also not going to want to agree to do the movie unless it's like well done.
And that's where my nervousness comes from, because a solid script coming from an original backstory that is written not from the comics, but from something that they are coming up with on the spot, practically. In comparison, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we also get introduced to like three other spider characters, and plus one other character for the whole series, too. You know,
That's another concern, actually.
I mean,
they're using this story to set up future movies. That's going to work against it too.
Yeah.
We saw how that shot DC in the foot with Batman v Superman.
Oh, my leg!
Wait, isn't this supposed to be a Sony-verse, though? A Sony-verse movie, not an MCU verse?
I don't even know anymore.
Because Spider-Man isn't part of the MCU very much because of the deal between Sony and MCU.
That whole thing is hairy as fuck.
Everything is dirty water at this point.
I'm just
I don't know.
I'm just saying, with these many characters are being introduced into this one movie, there might be a whole situation of another Batman versus Superman movie incident, or it might be really great. Honestly, we just have to wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah, huge potential, but
Now the big potential to mess. Yeah, the bigger potential to mess it up is even greater.
Yeah,
because of
like
what the character represents.
Like I said, I want to see this movie. From the trailer, it looks pretty good. I want to see it, but I'm worried of where they're going to go with it.
Mm-hmm. My hope is that they don't show enough in the trailer, which is going to be highly doubtful because of how people like to promote trailers nowadays is. But
I saw this trailer and I'm not seeing any more trailers. This is the only trailer I'm going to see from this one.
I just hate the fact of how they handle trailers nowadays. But other than that, like,
I agree.
I hope this movie does very.
Yeah, we need a win for. If this is a Sony movie, if this is a MCU movie, I don't know. Like Ali said, it's murky. Like you guys said, it's murky fucking water at this point because of everything. I'm hoping for a win. Either way, a Marvel film needs a win.
That's what it boils down to.
I mean, there's also the possibility of, also talking about Marvel too, but I don't know. But the whole new reinvention of Thor might be in talks for it. But that's a whole different topic.
I admire your optimism.
Yeah.
No, so
any last final thoughts of this topic?
We do what's it called? Snodacast. I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
I
don't think we do Snodacast anymore. We've changed it over to Snoda Reels.
Yeah. Any last final thoughts on?
No.
This movie might be a hit or miss. It might be a hit or miss on the subject of it.
It's up in the air. Let's see where it lands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
more
on
Marvel
to the-
news coming in.
Yeah, on to the next topic. Fantastic forecasting. Oh boy, did people got trolled hard. People got trolled very hard. About Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic got everybody getting trolled.
Oh,
The amount of TikTok memes were hilarious.
So Pedro Pascal is not being Mr. Fantastic?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I would have loved to see that. I thought that'd be funny to
I
watch.
think he would have been a good Mr. Fantastic.
He would have been an interesting Mr. Fantastic, yes. I don't know that he could get. I don't know that he can portray Mr. Fantastic as he is without turning it into Joel.
Yeah.
True, yeah. But I still think it would have been a cool take.
Yeah. So who do we got?
Well, we got. I'm trying to remember what his name is, but I know. I don't remember his actual name, but I know he's from The Office.
Give me a second.
Someone from The Office?
No, they did bring. They are going ahead with John Krasinski.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
I mean, I didn't hate him when he was playing Mr. Fantastic.
No,
First Madness.
No, I think he just fits perfectly.
So the fact that
I really do.
the fact that he gets to actually play the role more of the whole movie itself is great.
Yes. I really do think he.
Yeah.
I really do think he makes. He not only makes the look of Mr. Fantastic, but also I think he would do very, very well in the movie in itself. I'm actually curious to see if they actually get Chris Hemsworth to reply his role.
Replace the role of Johnny Storm.
Yeah. It would be the funniest thing ever.
Pointing it.
I would want to have someone. Yeah, I don't know who, but I think it'd be better to have someone a little bit younger to play Johnny Storm.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Storm is
Not
cocky,
sure
so.
Not sure who, but I don't know who would be a good pick for Johnny Storm.
The question is, who would be a good pick for the thing?
The Big Show.
Oh man, I would love to see that. The Big Show is the thing.
For the thing. Oh my god. That'd be the biggest, tallest thing ever.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're gonna say Big Show. You can even say what's his name?
Dude, he's gonna be like, imagine him being big
Goldberg?
and him towering the whole entire cast. I don't think it makes sense of him just towering the whole entire cast.
Well, if you're gonna instead of him to put Goldberg, fucking put Goldberg as a fucking as the thing. We're talking about wrestlers. And pick one of those guys. Honestly, there's just so many lists of fucking people you can put as a big, strong fucking guy.
I don't know why, even though Batista kind of said he was done with drag.
I don't know that Bautista could pull off.
No, not really.
No.
Like he's proven that he has a range, but the thing is
More deeper, like voice, like
no, that's not. The thing is, god damn, that reverb's getting to me.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna lower you real fast. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's talking now.
What
was it?
I'll talk to you
Okay. Sorry, man. Night.
We gotta get this man a laptop.
Seriously. But Dave Bautista as the thing, I don't think he'd be able to pull off just how, I don't want to say outgoing, boisterous.
Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, I don't think it would work either. I think you need to have someone that yes can be cocky, but also serious and a little funny. How and the thing is kind of serious, but he's also really kind of funny. So I think after watching the Netflix series The Big Show TV series, he's a big guy. He can be serious, and he's also really funny. So I think that would have been that'd be a perfect pick for playing the Thing.
Yeah. But on the second thought, you got to also account for of them wanting to have everybody and how all the characters are. Because, I mean, him being the Thing, I don't have a problem with him. I think just everybody else who are fans with the actual character would probably get mad at the fact that they casted someone who was more taller than the whole entire Fantastic Four. I think that's my only issue with it. But other than that, I think he's Big Show. I'm not saying that Big Show can't act or anything or can't get the job done if he was to play the role. I just think it's just a matter of height. I mean, it's with every other like different TV show. You're always like it's like just a quick example. Power Rangers. A lot of them they don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's part of me that wish I would be able to, audition for them. But in my opinion, they're not looking for someone who's 5'4". They're looking for someone who's taller. For TV wise. So I mean, it's part of business.
I think for the Thing, they need to look for somebody who's wider.
Yeah,
not taller. Because the Thing is basically a wall.
Yeah. Nothing but rock.
But who knows? It'd be interesting to see who they get for the rest of the cast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not sure where they're going to go with it. Hopefully, from what I've heard, it's not going to be like an origin story again.
Thank God.
We've had 2 of those already, and
they didn't
this
go
is
as
from
well
what I've heard. I could be completely wrong. This is just from what I've heard. That it's not going to be a complete origin story for the Fantastic Four. It's going to be a few years after they've had their powers. Kind of like what they did with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Okay.
I think that'll actually work in their favor and actually revive Fantastic Four if they do it well. If it's written well and if it's shot well.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested to see where they go with it. I'm definitely interested to see who else they get casted. I hope they get
I'll watch it whenever it's casted.
Yeah. I hope they get a good opposite for Dr. Doom, since Reed Richards and Dr. Doom were friends at one point. I hope they get a really good opposite for the actor they have for Mr. Fantastic.
Dwight.
Yeah, everyone wants Dwight. Imagine Dwight from The Office being Dr. Doom. I can just picture it now.
They'll never get away with this, Doom. Michael!
Michael! Oh, no. Oh, it would be so good, the amount of memes, bro. If it were to happen, the amount of memes. Come on. Dr. Doom, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Kind of sucks Pedro Pascal is not going to be part of this. He would be an interesting person.
Oh, it's still not.
He might pull off. I could see him pulling off Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see him pulling off Doom. He can. He's proven that he can play serious roles. He's proven that he can play. And I don't want to say menacing, but menacing.
Yeah. I was about to start giggling and laughing because I just thought of Pedro Pascal being the Silver Surfer.
Like, I wouldn't.
No, but I mean it as a joke. I get it.
Like, I do think that Pedro Pascal would be a good.
Doom would be a good choice. Yeah, I could see him doing Doctor Doom. That'd be pretty cool.
I
But
think
yeah.
the script has to be there. Like it just
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. You can get the best actors money can buy, but if the script is trash,
it's not worth it.
no.
Again, Marvel needs a win. Marvel
They
needs
do.
a win.
They absolutely need a win.
They need a win because all of their wins have ran out after once Endgame came out. So
Yeah.
But
Don't get me wrong,
anyway,
I still enjoyed the Marvel movies that came out after, but they need a big hit.
any last final comments, concerns about Fantastic Four?
Not enough information to go off right now to draw any conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until we get more details.
Okay. On to the next topic that blew up TikTok.
It blew up everything.
Everywhere.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited.
A new Karate Kid movie. They're relaunching the franchise with the original Danny Russo and apparently half of the Jaden Smith saga with fucking Jackie Chan. What?
Yeah, Danny Russo and Jackie Chan going
I was
in
not
for a
seeing
Karate Kid
Jackie
movie.
Chan
Oh my god.
whatsoever.
Sounds promising.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this.
I love the
My
fact that they're
thought-
the advertisement is literally just casting roles. Is that, hey, if you want to be a Karate Kid, give us a call.
Yeah, they're looking for someone. I think that was a cool choice for them to do that. I'm interested to see where they go with this. My initial thought is, are they gonna work together and train this new Karate Kid, or are they gonna be opposing to see which technique was better?
So, Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid, or Forbidden Kingdom?
Yeah. you know what I realized is that what they could do is, I feel like, I don't know why, but from just seeing both of them, I feel like they would both be teachers. I could see them both trying to train the newest Karate Kid on their both different styles of teaching. Like, I feel like part of the movie, they could either progress with one or the other, whether that be they start with Jackie Chan or they start with Danny Russo training them to lead up to I'm assuming, as they try to, come up with whatever the next reboot is, they follow up with either Jackie Chan or Danny Russo being the next, the other style training, the new Karate Kid.
Forbidden Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what exactly happened.
That's exactly Forbidden Kingdom.
But I like this idea. I think it's going to be really fun. It's cool seeing Jackie Chan again, of course, and I always have a good time watching a Jackie Chan film.
A lot of people were saying if we don't get a Jaden Smith cameo, I don't want to watch it. I'm like, bro,
do we really want that now?
I don't think we want that now. After all the stuff that's happened, I don't think we want
just the stuff that's going on in that family.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think we want that. But a lot of people want it because Jackie Chan, if it wasn't for Jackie Chan being a part of the whole advertisement, I think a lot of people wouldn't have said anything. But because Jackie Chan's in it, no offense to Jackie Chan, I think it's just the fact that Jaden Smith is tied to it. Oof.
I'm sorry, but that's oh crap. What's a good comparison?
I don't know.
That would be like saying we don't want to watch Hunger Games without Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah.
The story does she may have been an integral part to the story.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, but she may have been an integral part to the story and the main character, but she is not the beginning and end of that world.
That story, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like I said, I can't go really wrong with watching a Jackie Chan film, and I think this is going to be a fun, interesting idea coming into play. And having both these two come in, I think that's a really good choice.
I feel like if it's done right if let's say they don't get a mainstream actor and they get a brand new kid who's just barely starting acting, if they can get a good solid script with and a good vision on how they want to go about this, I think this could blow up completely and maybe surpass Cobra Kai too. Because I mean, a lot of people are still waiting.
That's a heavy weight to put on this.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't even watched Cobra Kai yet, and that is a heavy thing you're talking about, bro.
I know. That's why I feel like that's my way of thinking is that's why they brought Jackie Chan in the first place, because they're trying. I feel like part of them is trying to out-top themselves with Cobra Kai, even though we're still missing the last season of Cobra Kai, because we. So yeah, we're still missing that last season of Cobra Kai. But I'm just excited for what they decide to do. Because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't even be surprised if they just pull out Karate Kid and it's another female. It's another female Karate Kid.
I feel like the incels would riot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was always wondering when they would bring that actress in for Cobra Kai too, because I mean, it kind of makes sense of her also being a part of the trilogy. But I mean, at the same time, I don't know. I think that at the end of the day, there's a lot of promise. I think it's just the fact of if they can execute it right.
Yeah. If they can pull this off, more power to them.
Because then that brings a whole new generation of Karate Kid people. Even though a lot of people have grew up with Cobra Kai.
Yeah. And like I was saying, what made me think of are they going to be on opposite sides is because of what they said is wax on, wax off a better thing, or is jacket on, jacket off a better technique? That was why I was thinking, are they going to be opposing?
Oh, no. Me and Ellie have the same wavelength when you said that.
They're both inane methods toward a great goal.
Oh, pun intended completely.
Yeah, that was just my initial thought. I was that was what brought so are they each going to train a different kid, see which technique's better, or are they going to go the Forbidden Kingdom route?
Well, they did say they were only looking for one kid, so I mean, they specifically said they're
maybe because they already have a kid and they need another one.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, definitely gonna keep an ear to the ground about this one.
Any last final thoughts on the Karate Kid? Or
Allie's just no.
amalgamation. Nope. On to the last and final topic. We have Nicholas. I can't pronounce his last name. Hoult, casted as Lex Luthor. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
So, for those of you who aren't exactly sure who this is,
who this man is,
Renfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Beast from X-Men First Class, Young Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's an interesting casting.
I feel like they could have gotten someone a little bit better, but
he can't do worse than Eisenberg.
Yeah. Even though I barely, I saw bits and pieces of Batman v Superman, and then I saw him being Lex, and that is a stupid choice. That was the dumbest choice for Lex Luthor out of all the versions of Lex Luthor. Him.
Yeah, my thing is, who else? Who's your perfect casting for Lex Luthor? Whether that be someone old or young, they could pull it off.
I can't remember his name, but what the hell? He was in Arrow, one of the villains from Arrow. I can't remember his name.
Are you thinking of the guy who played Damien Dark?
Yeah, him. He would have been a good Lex.
You need somebody who can threaten somebody, who can intelligently threaten somebody without it even sounding like a threat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but also
that actor would have been
the part
a great pick. I think he would have been a great choice for Lex.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think that Hoult is a bad choice, personally. He's proven that he can do some silly roles. He's also proven he can do serious roles. And Lex Luthor is definitely a serious role.
Yeah, I feel like, when it comes to stuff like this, and especially with someone who's known for, being back and forth between roles, between something serious and something silly, I think a lot of people, we all get surprised when you have someone like this who's played both roles and can really play well someone who is very serious, very serious and very authoritative and intimidating.
That is the thing. Lex Luthor, he's an evil genius. He is the epitome of evil genius.
He's basically Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory, but better.
He is.
Okay, that's an analogy. I think you lost Allie on that, but okay. But this is going to be an interesting choice.
Lex Luthor is the quintessential evil genius. If he can't figure out a way to do what he needs to do to achieve his goal, he is going to enlist the worst help possible, i.e. fucking Brainiac.
Yep.
Now, for this, do they have a Superman for this one? I'm assuming, since they're getting a Lex Luthor saying they have a casting for Lex, who's their Superman? Because this is going to be important, because this is going to be crucial. Who
what
is
if
a
they
good...
don't have one, and it's just a Lex Luthor movie?
No, the movie is called Superman Legacy. David Cornsweet. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right.
I'm not even sure either, and his name doesn't even sound familiar.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. I don't recognize any of these.
So,
any films that he's played or anything?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the movies and TV shows. I don't recognize a single one of them.
Oh God,
that's concerning. But
it'd be more concerning if somebody like Christian didn't recognize a single. I'm not the moviegoer. He is.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, definitely. Just from you guys saying that he played Beast, I don't hate the choice, because for me, going off Beast, he was Beast was a very serious character. Yes, he had some comical moments, but most of the time, Beast was a very serious character.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see him doing a pretty good Lex. Now, I have my own issues when it comes to DC movies. I'm hoping this reboot James Gunn's working with makes DC movies, better than what they've been, and will actually make me want to go see a DC film.
It's gonna be rough. It's really gonna be rough for DC.
It is a rough thing, and James Gunn, best of luck to you.
I mean, that dead silence says everything you need to know about every DC movie that's come out.
They've got the opportunity. They need to take it.
They just haven't,
Funny enough,
win at all. Oh no.
Yeah. I actually just saw a trailer for Lost Kingdom, and I'm just like...
And last final thoughts on the casted Lex Luthor.
Give him a good script.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, give him a good script.
That's all what it boils down to. It has to be a good script.
You can have good actors, you can have a good script, but to have a good movie, you need both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't have one or the other. You gotta have both. You gotta have both. And I'm hoping,
Otherwise,
especially
the best you
because
can hope for is a bad B movie.
yeah, especially for me,
Basically.
out of the DC heroes, Superman's never been my favorite.
No.
If this one works out really good,
We're going to get canceled by the Superman bros.
Yes, we are.
yeah,
It's fine.
It's okay, I've got plenty of green rock that'll ward them off.
I got
It's fine. I like the Teen Titans better than anything. So I mean,
now there would be a good live action movie
if they would actually get it right for fucking who knows how many times they tried to get a Teen Titans.
We're not going to talk about the series.
Yep.
We're not going to talk about that series.
The only one we talk about is just the animated series. Anyway, this has been the Snodacast. I've been your co-host, DimondAssassin, aka Lewis, second in command. I am joined by DJ Lionheart.
I don't even know what to say about most of what we talked about, except for a few that are good. But anyway, everybody, stay nerdy.
We can't live without you saying stay nerdy.
It's become a staple.
Yeah. And we also had the lovely HungryHufflepuff.
People, stop killing each other. Otherwise, I start.
It just pop up the meme of the what's it called, the Apple meme of, with the arms raised up in fire coming from the background. The tally right now. And then we were also joined by aka Gallows. Hopefully we'll get him like better setups, that way we're not having pushback or reverb.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor man. See you guys in the next episode.
Take care, everybody.
Yes.